Thank you. Shalom. There's Caperneum, the town of Jesus. I'm really seeing it. Pretty.
That's quite cool, actually, isn't it? I have no idea what it would be.
Pretty church.
Really looked alright. Where are we going?
Peter. Yes. Oh, look, ruins.
Are you talking into that?
I am talking into that thing. But we've been instructed to go straight to the church because there's a little spiritual window of opportunity. Yes, girls.
Yep.
No, you can't see my face when I'm filming. Nice church. Very modern. Built above the ruins. Oh, nice. Very nice church. Look at that. It's pretty groovy. How nice is that? It's Peter's house. Under there. There's another fan over there you can turn on. Oh, the faithful of God. It's so hot that my camera is flickering around the edges. These are Roman Catholic fans here, so only the Roman Catholics are allowed to direct them and touch them. Touch your hand. I can see most of what we need. Right, let's knock this over in about 3 minutes.
What?
Let's knock this over in about 3 minutes.
If you can track what seem to be archaeological or inscriptions, archaeological traces or inscriptions that suggest that memory that this was the place where something happened had been held in that intermediate period by local Christians in the period between the time of the Gospels, let's say ballpark AD 70, up to the early 300s. And that's about 8 or 10 generations. But 8 or 10 generations can probably remember good tradition pretty well. If you wonder about that, a friend of mine has just been made a freeman of the city of Colchester because an ancestor of his in the male line was involved in defending the city in the English Civil War. And that's what tradition can do. It can, as long as you've got good reason for remembering it, and you incarnate it in every generation, it can carry on for, in this case, just over 300 years. I'm going over to the synagogue now, and we'll see if it's about that.
Always a donkey.
Sorry about this, folks. A little bit wobbly.
What's that?
Yeah, the other one's been
Peter's house. Big steps here to get into the synagogue. Big up steps. There's a door. Oh, lovely.
Pillar. But these are people who gave it. It's not from the time of Jesus. 2-3 years ago, I'd have said it's probably from about the period of 300. But I've read recently that among a cache of coins in the foundations of this synagogue is one that's dated 470. And a lot of people would feel that that's a terminus a quo, a date earlier than which it cannot have been built. If you think about time capsules that we bury in our culture. But there is, on the far side of the synagogue, there is traces of a basalt, a black stone foundation that may indicate that this was the site of an earlier synagogue building. There's some dispute about to what extent synagogue buildings were common denomination. And perhaps there was a time when it could have gone either way. And when people would meet in the Wesleyan class meeting down at one end of the street and worship in the parish church at the other end of the street at a different time in the week. At what point the parting of the ways in Caperneum became a parting that would not ever have been easy to heal, it's difficult to tell. But the proximity suggests surely there must have been some contact. There's another area of the synagogue, some sort of courtyard or almost like a church hall out that way. And if there was a synagogue here in the time of Jesus, even if it's just a paved meeting area, you can see how very direct and convenient it is for Jesus to go from the synagogue, as recorded in the first half of the reading that Philip gave us a few minutes ago, to go down to the house of Simon Peter and to say, "Is the tea ready yet?" To which they found that the lady who would have been pleased to help with it was unfit. There's lots of stuff around the synagogue site. Things that show what's been called the technology of everyday life. Artifacts for grinding corn, pressing olives, as well as religious symbols. One of a menorah, of a shofar, a jubilee trumpet. And I'm just going to wander around quite briskly and then make my way back to the bus where we need to be in just over 20 minutes.
Oh, there's Sister putting the fans back where they belong. We so cruelly went in and used them. And these are general houses outside the synagogue. Black would have been very hot, this black stone. There's the outer wall of the synagogue there. Big lintel there. Yeah, a few little columns. It's so hot here. So very hot. It's like someone's just turned a tap on the back of my neck. Prayerful group.